Hello and welcome to this overnight taste challenge. We have two 40% alcohol blended Scotch whiskies. This is a big glass bottle handle. Got it for like $38. It's White Horse, fine old blended Scotch whiskey. I bought this at Star in Kenner, Louisiana. And people had told me about it for years. So I finally got it. The White Horse Cellar 1742. Well, yes, there was a White Horse Tavern in Scotland, but the brand, and it goes back to that, but the brand, this whiskey didn't start till 1890. Clear glass, well, it's not the best thing. Clear glass, clear plastic is better to have brown or green, but protects it from the light. But anyway, there's a product of Scotland, Legacy blended Scotch whiskey, introduced in 1962 by the Sazerac Company. The original owner and the current owner, they've never changed hands, or it has never changed hands. It is bottled in Frankfort, Kentucky at Buffalo Trace Distillery, also owned by the Sazerac Company. All right, no age statement, no age statement. At least I don't think this has an age statement. Am I wrong? Oh, age a minimum of 3 years. I'm wrong. So you see, in the back of my mind, I remembered it did have an age statement in the back of my mind. Okay, so let me correct that mistake. Age 3 years. Okay, glad I caught that. All right. Okay. What is total want? Well, we'll look that up in a minute. They're probably selling it for the same price, about $38 for this handle. I would have preferred a smaller bottle, but this is all they had. The one and only size. Then my friend David wanted 375 milliliters of it, so I gave that to him. He traded me something, but that's the story on that. All right. Nice label, kind of simple, but they haven't really changed the label much over the last 132 years. Changed a little bit. Okay. Is it real common? No, I've never seen it in my town ever. Never seen this in my town ever. Neither one of these are common to Louisiana, but if you search around, you can find them as evidence by the fact that I searched. I wasn't searching for them, I just stumbled upon them. Both of these bought in Jefferson Parish, which is a much bigger place than where I live. They've got over 300,000 people. We don't even have 50,000. All right. Appearance. The White Horse is a little darker, but only a half a shade. Well, a shade darker. Okay, a shade darker. No age statement, age statement. Don't know what to say. That's just the rules of the road on this one. Not the rules of the road, the situation at hand. Our brands, White Horse. I go to the history. 1883, James Logan Mackey founded his eponymous whiskey merchant. James Mackey. James had been a partner in Lago Distillery in Isla since 1835, and in 1878, Peter Mackey, James's nephew, says James' nephew should be James's nephew, joined his uncle in business at Lago. In 1890, Peter Mackey saw the potential for a high-quality blend on the international market and proudly introduced White Horse to the world. That same year, the company's name changed to Mackey and Company, owned by Diageo, by the way. Whiskey after White Horse Cellar Inn in Edinburgh, near to where the Mackey family lived and on property. Established in 1742, the inn was a starting point of the Edinburgh to London stagecoach and a place where friends were always welcome. Well, of course, then it was a train. Then they had train instead of a stagecoach, and then now these with cars. Okay. Interesting facts. I'd love to have a regular. The White Horse icon stands for loyalty and virility. White Horse contains at its heart the unique flavor, British Commonwealth spelling, flavor. Diageo's headquarters is in London, merry old England, of Lagavulin, from the island of Isla in the Hebrides, or Hebrides. I don't know how that's pronounced. Flavor profile. Full body peaty flavor and a warm aftertaste. The whiskey leaves hints of smoke and toffee on the nose and has a finish that is long and slightly complex with oak, spice, and creamy vanilla. Savor the smooth and smoky taste of White Horse best neat. White Horse is best enjoyed as a small, neat serve, like they're showing in that shot glass, complementing a round of beers with friends. Okay. Okay, they said it. I didn't say it. They don't carry it. Let's see. Crown Wine and Spirits, Specs, Common Texas Liquor Store, Pensacola Liquors, right there in Florida. Let's see. Crown. Where are they in New York? 750 milliliter, but they're showing a handle, right? No, they're just a different styles. That's cheap. Oh, there's the handle. $27.99. Wow, a lot cheaper. At $10 less than I paid, or $9 less at least. Heck. They're in California. All right, doesn't matter. Okay, specs. What's all of this? Something wrong with their website. Okay, as you can see, probably redoing it overnight. Pensacola Liquors, $17.59, so a little bit more. So it's around. I didn't get any kind of great deal on it, but what I paid wasn't out of hand. I guess that's what those websites are showing. Not a great deal, but certainly not a bad deal. Any more than that, if you pay over 40 for this, then you're getting a bad deal. This was definitely $14.99 because that's what I paid for. Okay, and I remember buying it. It smells clean. Smells like not proper. This is White Horse, guarantee you. Aroma only, once again. This does not smell like Scotch is supposed to smell. Now, is caramel a bad aroma? No, but it shouldn't smell like that. All right, taste a little sip. Now I'm going to put these on the side because I don't need to go any further. There's no smoke, so you can put that to rest. There's a little peat that you get from the Lagavulin. See, Isla Scotch usually have smoke, but it doesn't come through on this. But you get a little bit of peatiness, like that compost pile. But otherwise, it's just honey, a little vanilla, cereal grain, like just a common unsweetened, not or lightly sweetened cereal, because there is sweetness here. Breakfast cereal, grain. Very pleasant, mild, nothing that's going to capture your imagination, you see. But if you like a simple, easy going scotch that's well done, there you go. This thing, I don't know what's going on here. The more the air touches it, the more the caramel's coming out. Does it have caramel flavoring added? Obviously not. I think it's something to do with like the peated malt, and it's like, you say, did it spoil or something? I don't know. Wet. It's like real wet in this mouthfeel or something. The finish is dry, but I don't know. You ever bought a product and every time you sip it, it's worse than the previous time? That's what you got here. First time I tried it, I loved it. I was like, wow, what a find. And then a day or two later, my friend David tried it and he really liked it. But then you see, I kept opening it and the air getting into it. And it just like a steady decline. And I got it wrong one time. That was the very first taste challenge going up against WD Liquors blended Scotch whiskey. Also, no age statement. Also bottled at Buffalo Trace. Also from the Sazerac Company for WD Liquors, a private label. But it's all on the bottle. They don't hide it. They just say Sazerac. Okay, so it makes you think that it's the same Scotch whiskey, and they bottle some as legacy and to go to any store, and they bottle the next batch or the next so many bottles, not because it's the same, probably the same batch, as WD. Now I can't prove that. Most people probably wouldn't care anyway, but I mean, but it does seem that way. At first, I don't know. It's the only one I got confused, and it hasn't won a single taste challenge. It tied with WD. It was a tie. I couldn't tell them apart. Got it wrong. I couldn't say which one was better, honestly. How could I? I couldn't tell them apart. But every other challenge, it got beat. Legacy was defeated. It hadn't even been close. And I didn't put it up against a bunch of, a lot of the ones I put it up against were not exactly exceptional or great, just kind of mediocre, average. I guess I should say average. I don't know. I guess mediocre kind of means the same thing. But, just your typical Scotch whiskey is what I'm saying, not world-class medal winners, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, it has no chance against Johnnie Walker Red Label. That's impossible. I won't even have to taste it. Let me take one more sip. Oh, yikes. It'll have no chance against Johnnie Walker Double Black. I mean, that'll be a laugh. And then Johnnie Walker Gold Label Reserve will be really a waste of everyone's time, but we'll do it anyway. And then it's on to brandy. Yes, back to brandy. Some brandy, some cognac brandy, and then on to rum. All right, well, y'all take care now. Sorry that it wasn't better, but I didn't make the product, No, I mean, I just brought it into the challenge, and it's been bombing out. Okay, so too bad, Legacy. You're leaving a legacy of defeat. A legacy of defeat. All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.